What's going on, everyone? I'm Brian, this is Ryan, and today we're going to show you exactly where not to press your DTF design, but we're also going to show you the right placement. So Ryan, what would you say is the most common mistake when placing a transfer on a market?
Absolutely. Most common mistake when placing the transfer is definitely the height where you're placing it. Most of the time I see people place it far too low. You don't really have to go that low onto the t-shirt, otherwise that just goes from a full chest print down to like a belly print.
We don't want belly.
No, certainly not. So definitely if you go too low, that's definitely gonna look a little bit off. Once you take it off the press, it looks so nice and crisp, and then you're like, something's off here. You're probably going a little bit too low. That's why our alignment kit's obviously great. Right, it keeps you locked right in the perfect height every time.
Yeah, the alignment kit's perfect, and then also, I mean, if you don't even have the alignment kit, usually we do just that hand width down from the collar. So you can even see, like on my shirt right here, it's kind of lined up with my hand. So that's always a good, if you're not using an alignment set, it's always a good way to just gauge how far or high you are on the shirt. And then we also get the complete opposite of that, where people are pressing too high. And that's where, it's the same rule of thumb, either use your hand or a placement guide. You just don't want to go above that, because then you're really like touching your collar and it's gonna look, it just looks bad. It's not gonna look good. And that goes for whether it's like a full front print or even a left chest print. Like if the left chest is higher, it's like on your shoulder. And then a full front, it's like on your collarbone almost. And again, we're not gonna want to do that. Honestly, probably the easiest mistake to make is just lining it up crooked.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's something when I first started pressing, I was doing all the time. Obviously, once they kind of showed me the ropes, got me in the mix on that placement guide, it really helped me out to kind of figure that out. But definitely one thing I'll see, and I see it at retail stores all the time too, if it's a little crooked, it's a little off center.
Right.
It's become a point now where placement's something I'm really passionate about. So I'm very glad we're doing this video.
And I would say, it's obviously, like we said, using an alignment guide helps with that kind of stuff. But also, if you're pressing on a heat press, or even if you're ironing, it might be easier for you to load the shirt with the collar facing or closer to you, because then you get like a direct view down of the straightness of the transfer and the alignment. Whereas where the collar is away from you, you're kind of ducking, trying to see it, and your perspective is just skewing whether or not you may think it's actually crooked or not. So that's always just a quick, easy tip. And that's usually how we press stuff. It just makes it easier. It honestly speeds up the whole process too. So aside from the crooked, the high, low, messing up left chest is another pretty common mistake, and honestly pretty, I feel like that's the one I mess up all the time, or at least I used to. Now I'm the pro. I wouldn't be talking on this if I wasn't.
You're an expert.
I am.
It says on the bottom of the screen.
Right. Well, but it is in my top card. Yeah, like the easiest thing with the left chest is to press it too far to your left. Like if it's end up in your armpit, or even if it's too low, like it's just like on your rib cage almost, and it just looks like a completely messed up shirt. And it's one of the hardest ones to like try to remedy if you've already messed it up. If a full print is slightly crooked, or even if the left chest is slightly crooked, you might be able to get away with it. But the placement of the left chest, whether it's like too far to the sleeve or too inward, too low, it's just gonna look like the shirt's ruined. Nothing you can really do about it.
Exactly. So one good rule of thumb for that as well is just kind of going from the collar down. Right. Of course, the alignment guide has a handy little pocket icon to kind of show you where to put it, but if you're just kind of eyeballing it, going right from the collar, make sure the center of your left chest is on, pretty much perfect example right here. Then you're gonna make sure that you line up every time, and have your transfer and stick in your armpit or anything.
Right. I mean, if you can't already tell, the alignment set is gonna pretty much fix all of it.
It takes all the guesswork out of it. You just put it down, line it up, and just get the press, and it really just saves you a headache for sure.
Absolutely. And I think one thing to point out too is the difference on maybe like an adult size shirt and a youth shirt.
Of course.
So what would you say, like just maybe like inches wise down, if you're doing like a full chest for a youth, is it any different from an adult fan, or what would you say?
I'd say it's pretty close. It is definitely going to be maybe like an inch further up for the youth sizes. But even then, like if you're working with like a youth large or youth extra large, that's almost similar in size to like just an adult small. So those will kind of be around the same. Fortunately, with the alignment set that we have, we've got different sizes for different size shirts, so that it kind of helps you parse through all of that as well.
And if you're ever in doubt, you know, you could always use our heat resistant tape and take the design into place and then just get a full view of it. I mean, you'll know where it's gonna
Exactly right. Yeah.
it saves you the time and money of just wasting a shirt and pressing it and looking and realizing, oh, it's already best.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin a shirt just to kind of figure it out.
So these are the most common mistakes that we see when pressing, but we're interested to hear from you. So if you have any pressing questions about alignment, the alignment ruler set, anything DTF, drop in the comments, and maybe our next video will be about it.